From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor 500 help.
Taylor 500 help. That's Taylor Heating and Plumbing. Tailor-made service that is customized to fit your needs, whatever they might be. Air conditioning, heating, plumbing, home energy, comprehensive maintenance plans. And if you've been saying to yourself, man, I need some insulation. This house is drafty. Taylor Heating and Plumbing, well, they do that too. And if you're thinking, I don't know how in the world I'm ever going to be able to afford a new furnace, don't stress over those important repairs, because Taylor Heating and Plumbing, they have financing plans. They can get you set up. So you don't need to worry about how am I going to pay for this old, rusty furnace that isn't working well and I'm losing money. Don't stress the important repairs or replacements with Taylor. And if you're looking for a job, Taylor can help you. Taylor is hiring. Current opportunities include HVAC techs, plumbers, project managers, office personnel. It's Taylor 500 help. Of course, it's 24-hour service. So if something goes out in the middle of the night, your water heater or your air conditioning or your furnace, Taylor 500 help. Always someone to help you. Precision Lawn and Garden. They're on North Avenue in Webster. Precision Lawn and Garden has been servicing surrounding Rochester areas with professional sales, service, and parts since 1969. We're talking snow blowers and chainsaws and lawnmowers, Toro, Kawasaki engines, Cub Cadet, Aaron's. Precision Lawn and Garden. Everything you need to make your lawn and your trees look fabulous. Express Sealers, 645-2010, 645-2010. They seal your driveway and your business parking lots in the summer, and they make sure that you're plowed and free of snow in the winter. It's Brian at Express Sealers. You better set up those, summertime driveways now, 645-2010. The list is starting already. That's Brian at Express Sealers, 645-2010. Please support our advertisers here at Kimberly's Revolution on the We the People Podcast Network. They support us and we need them. So if you need a hot water heater, call Taylor 500 help.
Live from the We the People broadcast studio in beautiful, sunny, 47-degree Irondequoit, New York.
Hello.
Hey, Rochester. Welcome to spring. You made it.
Sort of.
Here she is. It's Kimberly Ray.
Hey, it is, it's Kimberly's Revolution. We welcome all of our patriots. We welcome everyone who is watching live on YouTube and Facebook page. I am Kimberly of Kimberly's Revolution. Please go to our Facebook page and join We the People Podcast Network. We appreciate you. Please support our advertisers because they give their money to the show and it keeps us rolling. So we really appreciate them. Again, I'm Kimberly, and just Tom sitting across from me. He's an appraiser, a podcaster that he just kind of fell into.
Am I officially a podcaster
and
now?
Owner of the brokerage firm. And of course, we have Austin, our producer, that is making everything happen today. And we have a very special guest with us on from Long Island. Her name is Mrs. Diane Piagentini, and Mrs. Diane Piagentini is with us today for a very special reason, and I will tell you the reason. On April 6th, a cop killer will speak at the College of Brockport, which is about 20 minutes west of downtown Rochester, New York. SUNY Brockport. It is a pretty good college by, if you kind of sort the colleges out.
Well, I went there.
Brockport's pretty good. You went there?
That's where I got my bachelor's.
That's your bachelor's, right? But they have decided that a man who murdered in cold blood 2 New York City police officers and attempted to murder a San Francisco police sergeant deserves freedom of speech to tell his story about how he was a member of the Black Panther Party and how he was a member of the Black Liberation Army. They have hired him, and I say hired because they're paying him to do this with our taxpayer dollars. They're calling it a grant, but we know what a grant is. And the reason I have Mrs. Diane Piagentini on the phone is because it was her husband, along with his partner, in May of 1971, that was gunned down by a man who goes by the name of Anthony Bottom, AKA he kind of found religion like most criminals do in prison. And now he goes by the Muslim name of Jaleel Multiquim, I think. We'll call him Anthony Bottom because that's his name. Diane, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining Kimberly's Revolution. How are you in Long Island today?
Very well in Long Island, and I thank you very much for having me on your program.
This has been your life's work for 50 years, trying to keep this man and his partners in prison, has it not?
Yes, it has been. They were in jail for 50 years. At least Bottom was. Bell was let out, I believe, 2 years ahead of him.
Herman Bell, is that correct?
Yes, Herman Bell. That was his partner. And this was all due to Governor Cuomo and how he appointed people on the parole board that felt that these men should have been let out.
Exactly. And so Anthony Bottom was paroled last year here to Rochester. He lives in Brighton. There's a picture. There he is smiling. Here's
Yes.
a man who murdered 2 police officers in cold blood and attempted to murder a third. And in his mugshot, he has a big grin. I mean, I think that speaks volumes of who this man is and who this man was. Tell us a little bit about your husband, New York City police officer Joseph Piagatini.
Joe was a police officer at the 3-2 precinct. He was with Waverly Jones, who was also from the 3-2 precinct. And he walked a beat in Harlem. He was 5 years on the job, and we were 5 years married.
Mm.
And we had 2 children, 2 girls. And when he was killed, one was 3 and the other one was 15 months. And he was part of the Harlem community. He was part
He
of the
knew the
people that
people
were
there,
there.
right? He knew the people.
Yes, he knew the people there because he walked the beat. He wasn't in a car. He was on the street. And he would meet people and he would greet people. And it was a terrible time, the 70s,
Mhm.
because of the politics that were going on. They had chaos in the streets. They were throwing Molotov cocktails. They were throwing bricks off the buildings. And he still put that uniform on in the morning and went to work.
Did your husband, New York City police officer Joe Piagatini, love his job?
He loved his job, yes. He wanted to be a police officer. When I met him, he wanted to be a police officer. And that's what he did, and that's what he was very proud of.
Of course. And so you were married in 1966, right?
Yes. Yes, we were married in 1966. We had to get permission from the department to go on a honeymoon for 5 days. And
Did you have a
we had a
big Italian wedding? How many people were at your wedding, Diane?
It was at
We lost her.
Oh, no, I think it's just cutting out a little bit. Go ahead. Do we I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't
I think the internet.
Yeah.
Is she Diane, can you hear us? Can we reconnect, do you think?
Hold on, let me
She's
she's
still there.
talking, but
She's talking.
she's
Yeah.
talking, but we can't hear her.
Yeah, hold on. Let me try something. I
Okay.
guess.
All right. We're going to kind of reset a little bit. Mrs. Diane Piagatini is our guest, and she's from Long Island. It was her husband, along with his partner, New York City police officers, that were gunned down by Anthony Bottom in May of 1971 while they were walking the beat in Harlem. And he was released, Anthony Bottom, after spending 50 years in prison. He now lives in Brighton. He's being sponsored by a Brockport professor, and he's speaking at a paid event April 6th at SUNY Brockport. As you can imagine, there are a lot of people that are very upset about this, very upset that, and of course, you know, Brockport is saying, well, freedom of speech. We have a lot of guests, and they come from all walks of life, and he deserves to tell his story. I think there are some of us who would absolutely disagree. Are you back, Diane?
Diane, if you can hear me, try closing your connection there and re-clicking that link that I had sent you earlier.
So she's going to close the link and then restart it.
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay. All right. Very good. It was all good there for a second.
Yeah, it was working well.
I don't know. Does she know how to do that?
I don't know.
Just as a quick PSA here, our show is generally a comedy, political type show.
Sure.
But this is a very serious topic.
It is.
And there's really nothing funny about it.
Not at all.
So, just understand that.
So we're just trying to reset things here. And I don't know, do you know if she reset on that end?
I don't know. I haven't heard from her.
Is it possible we can just have her on the phone?
Yes. I'm going to send her an email with my phone number.
Okay, here's what we'll do. Let's stop the podcast and then we'll restart it. Can we do that? Let's stop the podcast and then we'll restart when we get everything back in line.
Okay.
Can we do that? All right, very good.
Yes.